Good morning to all of you. Today I am going to give you a small introduction about the cell, which is your chapter number 2. And since chapter number 1 it is not there in the syllabus, I will just give you the syllabus once the Google Classroom starts. Okay, when we will start the session in the Google Classroom or the Google Meet, I will give you the syllabus. So first of all, I am giving you introduction to the cell. As all of you are knowing that cell is the basic unit of life. It is also known as structural and fundamental unit of life. Structural and functional unit of life. So before that, we will see what is biology. So here you see biology, this word, it is derived from two words. They both are Greek words. First one is bios, bios meaning life, and logos, it is the meaning to study or discourse. So as you can see, cell, if you are having a house, that house is made up of bricks. The fundamental materials of the house, that is the bricks, they are arranged together. In the same way, all the living organisms, they are composed of cells. Simply we can say that if you are having a living organism, it means it is having a cell. So if we are talking about living organism, simply you have to know that from the smallest to the largest organism. Okay, smallest to the largest organism. Smallest is your bacteria. You might be knowing that is your PPLO, pleuropneumonia like organism, and largest is your blue whale. So this is about the living organism. Here now we have to study about the history of the invention of the cell. Okay, so here what we have to do, as you have already seen in your junior classes, that Robert Hooke, he was the first person to give an idea about the cell. Robert Hooke in 1665, he observed a thin slice of cork under a microscope. What is cork? Now cork means the outer portion of the bark of tree. Suppose this is the tree, the bark of the tree, the outer portion of the tree, of the stem, you can say. He took the stem part and the outer portion he took and he observed under a microscope. He took a slice and then observed under a microscope. He called it as cork. And when he observed under the microscope, he saw that this was looking like a honeycomb-like structure. So you can see here, honeycomb-like structure he saw. Okay, and he just saw like this, and he called it as cellulae. Cellulae in Greek it means cellulae, it is Latin word. Here it means small room. Okay, so he observed this cell as small room-like structure, and later on Antony van Leeuwenhoek, when he discovered the living cell, he took the bacteria in pond water. Here he took the dead cell. So this one was dead cell. He took the dead cell and discovered the cell in 1665. Okay, and then Antony Leeuwenhoek in 1674, he observed the bacteria under his own designed microscope. They both designed their own microscopes because at that particular time the advancement in the field of biology was not proper. So they designed their own microscope and they saw the cells. Now next is about the discovery of the microscope, where you see that Zacharias Janssen, he was the first to discover the microscope. Then it was improved by, so it was first Zacharias Janssen. Zacharias Janssen, he discovered the microscope. Then many different scientists came: Antony van Leeuwenhoek, Marcelo Malpighi, Nehemiah Grew, and all that. Then Lamarck came, Jean-Baptiste Lamarck, Robert Dutrichet also. So these all studied the various different type of plants and animals based on their own findings, based on their own memories and experimentations. So they observed similar structures. What they have given, they observed similar type of structures, just like the Robert Hooke and Antony van Leeuwenhoek. Okay, so you can see that next afterwards they came when the microscope came into existence. Then the ultrastructure within the cell was discovered, like the nucleus, like the mitochondria, etc., etc. So you can see Robert Brown in 1831, he observed dense structure within the cell and he called it as nucleus. Not nucleus at that time, later it was called nucleus. He told that name, that was areola, Areola. Okay, then the living substance was discovered. Felix Dujardin was there, who discovered the living substance that already few are knowing from the junior classes, that it is called protoplasm. What is protoplasm? That is, protoplasm is cytoplasm plus nucleus, that is collectively called as protoplasm. So a small cell, if you are talking, here you see, this is your plant cell, this is your animal cell, and this is your plant cell. So this cell, here it is nucleus in the center. In the plant it can be distributed anywhere. Okay, then we come to the cell theory. All of you are knowing cell theory. In the 6th class also it was there, that it was given by, cell theory was given by Sleeden and Swan. That Sleeden and Swan, two scientists, they collectively gave the cell theory. In that, what it was discovered, that first of all plants and animals are made up of one or more cells. Then the cell is a mass of protoplasm which is having a nucleus. Then cells are similar in structure, and then new cells arise from pre-existing cells. This all was the cell theory which was given by, these are the postulates of the cell theory given by Sleeden and Swan in 1838 and 1859. And later on, what happened? In 1855, Rudolf Virchow, he just added something to the cell theory that is known as modern cell theory. That was previous cell theory, original cell theory was given by Sleeden and Swan, but Rudolf Virchow in 1855, he told about the modern concept of cell theory. According to that, what is he told? All living organisms are made up of cells. Previous one also told the same thing. Then the cell is the fundamental unit of life. Okay, structural functional unit of life is also there, you can tell. Then cells arise from pre-existing cells. Afterwards, what he told, that this cell theory, then he told that cells contain hereditary material, that is your DNA. This is the new concept what he has given. The cells is containing the DNA which is passed on from cell to cell. So it is called unit of heredity. Next he told the basic composition of cell is same, that is whatever it was told in by the Sleeden and Swan. Then energy flow, it is occurring within the cells, that is your metabolism and biochemistry, whatever is there. Metabolism takes place and it is energy flow from the cell, one cell to another cell and within the cells. So that is overall about the basic concept what I have told. I have introduced you the cell chapter, and in the next class we will start with some further concepts of biology. Till then, thank you.